Damn.
Sucks.
Is your cat up right now?
Oh, I don't have a cat, but it's an
Oh, okay.
example.
Yeah, be
Oh,
thankful
okay,
you don't have a
alright.
cat.
Yeah, and if you did have a
I'm,
cat,
a
you'd have
cat.
to get cat cam ready. So.
I'm allergic to them, so trust me, I'm very thankful.
Oh, okay.
Oh, actually, I thought it was interesting. You said that you've taken like an elective psychology. Do you do like classes, like individual classes? You take like a software engineering 101, and you can just continue that to get a degree out of that. How does that actually work?
Well, basically, there's a document for most classes which tell you which classes they recommend you taking. So basically, they create your own schedule. Of course, you can talk with your advisor, and they can tell you, oh, you can choose between these 7 classes for which give you the same amount of credits and work for you. So you can take AI just as you can take, I don't know, video game creation, something I will never take because fuck that field. But
What?
like, you have
What's
the
wrong with
option.
video game creation?
I'll get to it in a second. But
Okay.
you have all the options. But personally, me, I'm just following the schedule they recommend the base on, because it's a bunch of experts, engineers who probably did that schedule. I don't know. I'm assuming. So I'm gonna take the word for it because they're probably more knowledgeable than I am currently. Now to answer your question, what's wrong with video game design? You work so many
Yeah,
hours.
yeah.
Your
Okay.
pay is
Yeah,
shit. You're
they
basically
really
a slave.
overwork you. Yeah.
Yeah, you can work up to 70 hours a week and get paid half the wage I normally would for working 35 hours a week. Just keep that in mind. And if you have any complaints, we'll just fire you because there's so many kids whose dream is to work in video games that they got like 200
They have somebody
applicants
to
waiting.
replace,
Yeah.
yeah.
They have 200 applicants waiting at any moment. So you're giving them any form of trouble, goodbye. We're just going to hire someone else. He's going to be more than happy to work for us.
Oh man,
wow.
like video games programmers and design like really need to start unionizing. I feel for some reason in America, like unionizing is considered like dirty. It's like, but it's like the mistreatment of.
Yeah. It's because I remember long ago in the galaxy far away, fucking they had like an oil monopoly and then everything just ate shit, so they kind of don't like it. It's kind of gotten universally unions are fucked. But yeah.
It's like unions are objectively just a good thing. There's only actually one case I can think of in which a union has been like objectively bad, and that's police unions because it gives them far too much power to just do whatever the fuck they want and have no repercussions. But
yeah,
it's like it's really conflicting me because obviously I'm someone who likes games a lot with Cyberpunk. Like
and I would love to help work on them, but there's always like a risk, not a risk, but there's like the downsides and the upsides, and you know, obviously the downsides are gonna outweigh the upsides, but if it's by too much, whatever.
Like, to give you a counter example, in working as a video game developer, you'll have no free time. You'd have to sacrifice either social life or sleep to finish your work. You'd get paid so dirt, and you'd have a minimum amount of respect given to you by your superiors. Well, me, I worked in different fields. I did front end, I did back end, I did databases, I did a lot of things. Like, I actually worked in the fields, and I had so much leeway. Everyone saw me as an equal. I could decide my own schedule. My boss told me as long as the work is done by the time I want it, you get paid and there's no complaints. And I love that. So one time mid work, I told my boss I have a dentist appointment. He's like, are you coming back? I'm like, I don't know. He's like, are you going to finish your work by the end of the week? Yes. Okay, have fun. That is such free leeway.
Wait. So would you get paid by the hour, or was it like freelance?
Salary, I would.
It was salaried. So there were days, though they were rare, where I would work from 8 to 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. because I had a huge, like, I was either late on my work or had a huge project due. But for most days, realistically, I worked from 8 to 9 a.m. to 3 or 4 p.m., sometimes 1 or 2 p.m. when I finished my work early or I was tired and I didn't feel productive. And honestly, that made me work better because what's the point of working if you're not working efficiently?